30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull off. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down. Hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates seen a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes, but I don't trip.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This will be taken in at the 1. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Come on, D! Wait, 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Hey, ball 66.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And a dump off to White. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was 3rd in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Caught by the tight end, Watson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. 1st down, here's White. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
54 Mike. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down and 4. Brady, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Prescott from the gun. That one complete to Elliott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. Using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions. And you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his second year. But he's really on the uptick. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he's free. Now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And that is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. A good decision in the end. The pull and run gets him 9 yards and a 1st. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the right side with Elliott.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half, maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this 1st quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Edelman set to return. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
Wait, set. Wait, Eddie! He's tired of you. He's tired of us. Out. Wait, 28!
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Cowboys' 47-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady goes underneath here to White. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Check safety, check safety. Sponge, sponge, sponge.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Let's go, let's go.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
1st and 10.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? #1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. #2 goal is win your division. #3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Switch, switch. Jackson, reload.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Alabama, 380. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Watch twist, watch twist. Hey, hey.
They'll run on first down. White. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Hey, 66.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores. for the former Georgia Bulldog. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
A 2-yard gain.
No chance.
It's 4th down.
No chance.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down.
No, 66.
Here's Brady. He hits White, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Benjamin Watson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Cowboys 7. Gostkowski to kick off for New England.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
The first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Elliott running right. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And Jason Garrett's going to lead the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Check 4, check 4.
Here we go now with Olawale. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing.
Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in that half.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Hey, kill. 27, 26.
Now Elliott. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some 26.
Running on 1st down with Ware. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Brady going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. That's complete. It's Gordon.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Gostkowski now for the Pats field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down. Not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit. Because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Prescott now. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter play. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And the pressure gets to him again. Mike Bennett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Check, 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 check. Hey, kill. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 21. 26.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 89 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Fourth quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
They'll try and run it here. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Well, Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Brady now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Brady deferring to White on the draw. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Brady on target to Edelman, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now, how many times have we seen that? 3rd down, and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. There's no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was a Super Bowl MVP last season. On the draw, here's White. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Here's Brady to throw. Gets it to Gordon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. On the draw, it's White. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
You got nothing.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for... And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
That is today's NFL, isn't it? If you're going to be a running back in this league, you've got to be complete to stay on the field, at least for those 3 downs we talk about. Got to be able to catch it, which he's doing quite well in this one. 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, a little unconventional. He hasn't been able to cross the goal line as a runner, but as you say, twice as a receiver. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
We play to win.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like...
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Lawrence Guy just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and... final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
You think you're going to get this? You think you're going to get this?
Prescott to throw it. Now that's Elliott, complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hey, go. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated, the front and the back.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devin McCourty picks it off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And to the surprise of exactly nobody that watched this game, it was the 40-something-year-old Tom Brady again that led the way.
And do you get the sense that if we're fortunate enough to be around, you might be saying, and to the surprise of no one, it was a 50-something-year-old Tom Brady who led his team to victory.
If he is still playing at 50, in the history of sports.
I believe that if he decided to still play into his 50s, he would still be
as they move to 10-1.